This is a short overview for rotational dynamics.
The first thing you want to do is double click on the physics folder, search for a program called Rotation, double click on that. That will open up a Logger Pro program that will take all the information that we will need. When you see this gray box pop up, just click OK. Now we're ready. Now the next step is we need to find the mass needed to have this disc rotate at a constant velocity. Now this will be the tricky part. So right now I'm going to start out with 50 grams. I'm going to add it already to a 50 gram mass holder. So that's 100 grams total. Now we will be using different masses than the masses that the lab's called for. So just make sure you follow the directions. Now if the disc does not spin, give the disc a small push and then hit collect on your computer. Now we'll wait for this disc to totally complete its rotations. The computer will calculate the angular velocity of the disc. To do this, you need to look at the table view on Logger Pro. Now where it says page 1, select page 2 from the drop-down box. We'll look at the velocity column and make sure that the velocity has not changed either upwards or downwards by 1/10 of a radian per second. If it has increased its velocity, then we want to decrease the amount of mass used. If it has decreased its velocity, then we want to increase the amount of mass that we used. Now that we got the disc to be spinning at a nearly constant velocity, the next step is to add more masses. So I'm going to spin this disc back up. Now I'm going to add more mass. I'm going to add more mass. Come back over here and hit the collect button again. And the computer will start taking data. Now for this step, we're actually going to have to use the page 1, not the page 2 that we used earlier on. I want to hit Control J. This does an auto scale so you can see your data. Now you should have an upward sloping graph. It's hard to see on this computer, but there it is. After that, we're going to form a linear fit. To do that, we're going to block out all this data, all these data points, go to Analyze, and select Linear Fit. We should have a box pop up, and it should give us an equation that says V equals mt plus B. The slope of the graph is the angular acceleration. Record that value on the data table with its corresponding mass. I wanted to do this 4 more times. So you'll have 6 trials. This concludes the short video lab procedure.